he created me for was actually relation. How's serving Satan going?
Well, we want to give a shout out to Nicholas Bowling over there. And for this video where he went out and essentially was doing some street preaching at a drag show festival there in Moorhead, Kentucky.
I reject your God.
Why?
Your God is made up.
I'll hold it, but you can talk.
Why are you here to hype? Why are you here to hype?
He's going to be coming on the cloud. No, that's just a bird.
We went to a gay pride event in a town called Moorhead, Kentucky to preach the gospel at their first annual gay pride festival. There was a couple of stages. The first one was used for drag shows where men were dressed up in provocative women's outfits and they were dancing oftentimes like strippers and flailing around like a woman dancer would. The other stage was being used for drag show story time for kids where there was a man dressed up in a blue dress like Elsa from the movie Frozen and he was dancing around to one of these songs and the crowd was made up of a bunch of elementary school age kids sitting there in the grass with
What in the world is going on? WWTP. What's wrong with the people? These parents are taking their children to this sort of event. Now, as an adult, you can go, you can do, you can say pretty much what you want to. But can we please protect the babies? I mean, we're having this sort of stuff force fed to our children, and as parents, this shouldn't be okay. Give these babies an opportunity to grow up and to make their own decisions. On top of that, I mean, these are just some scary sights for any child and or baby to see. I mean, if I was a child, I would be terrified by seeing something like this. I mean, come on, man. What parent in their right mind sits there and says, I want to subject my child to this sort of influence, environment, scenery, anything like that? I mean, look at these babies. They're completely innocent and they're in this sort of environment that's just unreal and it should not be occurring. I mean, come on, just look at this. I mean, you got the folks, they're coming up, they're yelling, they're screaming, they're shouting, "Hail Satan." I mean, this guy's throwing the thumbs up. Look at this scary character. I mean, come on, if that's not scaring the children, I mean, I don't know what is. I mean, you can take your baby to a carnival and regular clowns is scary enough. But you take them to an event like this and you have these jokers dressed up and this face paint on and all this weird garb, yelling "Hail Satan" and wearing all this weird stuff. I mean, it's got to be petrifying for a child to experience this. Come on now, is there is this really the stuff that we want to place upon our babies? I mean, who wants to subject their children to these kind of characters? I mean, come on, story time with Elsa. Come on now. What? Look at the just look at the babies. And look at these parents just sitting there like it's cool. And these babies are being subjected to this nonsense. It's just unbelievable that these parents really believe or feel in their heart that this is okay. It's just unbelievable. What's wrong with the people? Man, I tell you, the indoctrination of this stuff and to our children is just unreal, but it's happening every day. And when we watch stuff like this, it's so clear and apparent of what's going on. And to watch the adults, and in particularly the parents, sit there and behave in a manner as if it's okay to have their children and their babies sitting in the midst of this nonsense and being indoctrinated into this nonsense before they even have a chance to learn and to accept what they choose to accept as an adult or as someone that can make a good and rational decision. Indoctrination is real. What's wrong with the people?